Dark psychology.
The very phrase sends shivers down the spine, doesn't it? It's like the forbidden fruit of the psychological world, deliciously sinister, yet oh, so tempting to explore. All right, guys, get ready as we're about to take a deep dive into the murkiest depths of the human psyche. You see, dark psychology isn't just about wearing black and listening to heavy metal, although, gotta admit, it really does help set the mood. Anyway, dark psychology. In 2018, a man named Keith Raniere was convicted of running a cult-like organization called NXIVM. The group billed itself as a self-help organization, but in reality, it was a front for Raniere's twisted manipulations and abusive tactics. One of the most disturbing aspects of NXIVM was a secret society within the organization called DOS, Dominus Obsequious Sororium, which operated like a pyramid scheme. Members were recruited under false pretenses and subjected to coercive control and exploitation. Raniere used classic dark psychology tactics such as love bombing, showering his followers with affection to gain their trust, gaslighting, manipulating their perception of reality, and isolation, cutting them off from friends and family who might question the group's practices. But the most chilling aspect of Raniere's manipulation was the branding of his followers with a symbol that he claimed represented the elements, but in reality, it was a mark of his ownership and control over them. Members of DOS were branded with Raniere's initials, coerced into providing collateral, such as potentially damaging information about themselves or their families, and subjected to a hierarchy where they were controlled by their masters. This group was supposed to empower women, but was actually used to control and manipulate them, often forcing them into sexual activities. The leader of NXIVM, Keith Raniere, was convicted of sex trafficking and other crimes related to this abuse. In 2019, Raniere was sentenced to 120 years in prison for his crimes, but the damage he inflicted on his followers is quite immeasurable. Cults have been around for centuries, each with its own unique blend of manipulation, control, and charisma. But what makes a cult leader so compelling? And why do people follow them, even when it leads to their own destruction? Cult leaders are masters of manipulation, using a variety of psychological techniques to gain control over their followers. From love bombing to gaslighting, they know how to push the right buttons to make their followers feel special, important, and part of something greater than themselves. But it's not just about manipulation. Cult leaders often have a magnetic personality that draws people to them. And what about the followers? Why do they join these groups, even when they know the dangers? Well, it turns out that the human mind is surprisingly susceptible to influence. We all have a deep-seated need to belong, to feel connected to others, and to be part of something greater than ourselves. Cults offer a sense of community and purpose, and for many people, that's enough to overlook the warning signs. Absolutely. Finding purpose in life is a universal longing, and this is where cult leaders truly excel. They offer a sense of belonging, a mission, and a sense of identity. This can be incredibly appealing, especially to those who feel lost or disenchanted with the world. But as you rightly pointed out, it's a big but. What starts as a quest for purpose can quickly turn into a nightmare. Cult leaders often demand absolute loyalty and obedience, using fear, manipulation, and coercion to keep their followers in line. They isolate them from friends and family, control their access to information, and use psychological tactics to break down their sense of self. Finding a purpose is a good thing, but falling prey to the purposes of others is where the danger lies. It's important to be discerning and to ensure that our own purpose aligns with our values and beliefs, rather than being dictated by external influences. So, as we conclude our exploration of the dark side of psychology, let's not forget the true puppet master that might be controlling us without our knowledge. It's not the cult leaders, the con artists, or the master manipulators. No, the real puppet master is lurking right in our pockets, on our screens, and in our minds. It's social media, and it's shaping our thoughts and actions in ways we can't even imagine. To learn more, click on the next one. Thank you.